Thank you for tuning into our podcast, Canal Days, What Life Was Like in the Industrial Connecticut River Valley of Massachusetts. I am your host, Carrie, and joining us today is Holyoke's very own local historian and creator of the historical tours of Greater Holyoke, Robert Como. He personally offers and leads public and private tours throughout the state of Massachusetts. Currently, the communities he has chosen to focus on this year are Holyoke, Chicopee, South Hadley, and East Hampton, and also Granby and Amherst as well. His tours spotlight the local canals, reservoirs, cemeteries, and churches, as well as various parks, streets, and selected historical houses within each community. In today's episode, we'll be discussing the Johnny Appleseed Park in Springfield, Massachusetts. So where is this park?
This is the park at the juncture of three different streets, Mill Street, Hancock Street, and Cherry Street. It's a place that is right in between other streets and near other streets. They all come to a juncture. And so it's easy to get to, and it's an important place because there's already plenty around, and it's good to have something else besides a bunch of streets and homes and so forth. And so this park happens to be near about 300 yards away from Ruth Elizabeth Park, which is one of the Bill family parks. So it's easy to get to, easy to walk around, and it's special to me because there actually is apples there. So what we're going to talk about today was how this park has changed through the years and what's special about it and what it used to be called too.
And so, how has this park changed?
All right, about 5 years ago, they got a very large grant, and partly from Massachusetts, partly from Springfield, and they changed the parklands over to look more friendly for children. So they built two new playground sets, one for the very young and one's for the children about 6 to 12. And so that's just it's more opportunity to go in there with your kids and have very good sets. They also changed the appearances, got rid of some of the trees in the back. There's a river back there, the Mill River, that's very big. And then beyond that, there's a very special apple tree section, which is really cool. And through the many years itself, it's probably has gotten away from its original role, was probably to be mostly a playground area, and now it's both a park and a playground, which is good so the adults can go there too.
And really quick, before we continue with the rest of our interview, just to fill our listeners in, if you want to find out more information or sign up for any of his various tours, you can check out his website at holyokecanaltour.org. And there you can find videos and podcasts of the stops along each of his tours, as well as photos and text of the historical sites throughout as well. And for other inquiries or private tours information, you can email him directly at bobcat4214B@yahoo.com. And his tours make for fun, educational, outdoor activities for families and group parties. So getting back to our interview, what is very special about this park?
All right, the specialness to me is that it has an apple grove, an apple orchard. And that's in the back section of the park towards the northeast of it. And there you can go see the trees themselves. And that's why they happen to have changed its name to Johnny Appleseed Park. Johnny Appleseed was born and raised in Leominster, Massachusetts. And he became a forerunner on Ohio River of putting down seeds for apple trees to grow. Because to settle the Ohio territory, it was necessary to show that you have on it apple trees. That was a strange rule to have, but yes, he would then take seeds, throw them or scatter them along the riverbanks, and they would grow into apple trees. So when the pioneers along the Ohio River came along, they already had apple trees growing, so they had that rule fulfilled, and they just plot out their maps, and they'd pay for their new land. And it had a requirement of the apple trees along. So a Johnny Appleseed Park means a park and that will have apple trees on it. And I don't see apples on them yet. Maybe by next year they'll start to grow. But yes, they're there, and there's plenty of them.
And what did this park used to be called?
Okay, it used to be called a very strange name compared to Johnny Appleseed, Stebbins Park. So I'll have to figure out who Stebbins is. He might have been, 100 years ago, someone important to the Parks and Playground system. And it's at a very busy intersection. Dickinson Street comes in from the east, Mill Street comes in from the west, Locust Street comes from the south, Hancock and Cherry Streets come from the north, and they pretty much define what the park is all about. And maybe Stebbins has started this park, maybe Stebbins was just one of the commissioners, so I want to figure that out, and in that goal, I'll figure out the year of it too.
And thank you, Robert, for educating us on your tours and historical topics of your expertise. And we want to thank our listeners for tuning in. And you can check out more of his podcasts and videos on his website as well as on SoundCloud.com. And be sure to stay up to date with new podcasts and videos posted daily. Thank you for joining us.